Okay, we are going to be covering the Amarr cruiser, known as the Omen. It is a gun cruiser. Okay, it uses medium energy turrets and has bonuses to them. Reduction in the activation cost and small increase to the rate of fire. These medium energy turrets. Good benefits, good drawbacks. Drawback mainly is cap usage. They are extremely cap hungry, meaning they use a lot of your capacitor. So you will run out of energy and you won't be able to use anything. Good thing about them is they reload instantaneously. You literally swap these out and they will change range and damage type based on what ammunition you load. And they also fire cool lasers, which is also very good. And they don't use ammunition. You fit one of these on the turret and it'll fire that charge, always using the cap, of course. To counteract that, the massive cap usage, I have fitted 3 capacitor control circuit rigs. These increase the recharge rate of the capacitor, so the cap will keep recharging faster, which in the end increases your overall cap time. The medium slot, I've also fitted 2 medium cap batteries to extend the capacitor, make it bigger, hold more energy. Better for these, better for this and this. This one being a monopropellant afterburner to improve my speed so I can get around better. Here in my tanking I fitted 2 armor hardeners, one for kinetic and one for thermal, which are these 2 right here, armor, kinetic and thermal. 67 and 71, I think that's pretty decent considering this is for level 2 security missions. And I've also fitted 800mm plating for my armor to give it more HP. See, without it 2100, with this on 4600. That's a very nice buff up, especially with these resists. All my resists are also boosted by this, my damage controls, which gives some shield resist bonus, a bit of armor resist bonus, and a lot of hull resist bonus, which is good. Gives you a nice fallback for when you've lost your armor. Got a nice fallback here to have a chance to escape the mission area and go repair yourself. This is my armor repair. It's a medium, 317 per 9.6 seconds, which gets you around 33 HP per second. You should also note that all of these values really should change depending on what skills you're using, what named modules you're using. Like, see, some of these are compact, some of these are standard T1, some of these are named, and you could also be using Tech 2, and you could have different implants and skills. Those all are factors that change these numbers around. So presumably you would have maybe lower speed, slightly lower resist, lower EHP, and less cap usage. Here I fitted this because I am a lazy person. This makes my ship get into warp faster. See, 5 seconds align time. Without it, 6 seconds, so it just saves me a second because I'm lazy. If I were you, because this thing has a capacity for drones, in which case I am recommending light drones to eliminate other frigates and also to move to other cruisers fast. You could fit drone damage amplifier, or the compact version, which increases the damage that your drones do, which is very good. You should probably do that instead of what I've done here. Now the charges. Multi-frequency is one with the most damage, so it's probably the one you want to use the most. Standard in the mid-range. Let me in fact fit these on. Infrared is this one, radio. I am currently listing these in order of damage. Highest damage to least damage, and range, lowest range, the highest range. So yeah, highest range is about 19 optimal, about 19 kilometers, and lowest optimal is about 6 kilometers. See here, the drones are selected. Looking at 167 damage, but that's inaccurate because I'm using all variations. This you can see here, you can micromanage a bit. 12 kilometers to up to 17, 19 up to 24, and 6 up to 12, and these two are good for the in-between. I'd recommend sticking with 1 or 2 damage types, then adding one in the middle, so you've got a bit of a nice range. You can hit anything from the bottom of this to the top of this, including in there. And then these two, just for a bit of more micromanaging, because Amarr weapons, as I said before, reload instantaneously, so it's very beneficial to have multiple charges that you can flip in the guns and use, keeping your enemies in the perfect range to deal the most damage possible. For drones, 8 hobgoblins. They are light drones, they are light combat drones, and they deal the most damage of all light combat drones. I think that's pretty much all you need. Just go in there, deal damage, deal extra damage with the drones, but more importantly, using your guns and a few cycles of the afterburner, get into range. Let's look at cap a bit, and let's fully fit this with multi-frequency, just for the sake of the simulation. And also different charges have different cap usage. As you can see, the cap usage change. So multi-frequency presumably uses the most cap with the shortest range and the most damage. Least cap usage, greatest range, least damage. So you can put them all on a scales like that. Here, 8 minutes 48 seconds, probably going to vary depending on what you use. I would keep this disengaged, keep this active, move yourself into close range or around 10 kilometers above or under, due to the range of these at 6 kilometers, so you can hit anything above or below around 10 kilometers, however you feel like doing it. And then disengaging this, engaging this when you're taking damage. If you're taking a stream of damage, you can use this to make sure all the damage is gone, or most of it is gone, and also you're completely cap stable with this inactive. And you can use this in bursts by clicking on it and clicking off it, so it'll only do 1 cycle, which will give you a good extra bonus few hundred meters per second to get there. These two you should always keep active as much as possible, because they really are helping you quite a lot. And these two are in fact the most common damage types, I would say, for the missions you'll do around here. I believe I have covered everything now. Thank you very much for paying attention. If you did, if you didn't, well, better watch something better than this. And goodbye.